Hello and welcome back to Rolling Solo, and today we're going to be doing an unboxing video of Arcadia Quest Inferno, this gigantic monstrosity of boxes sitting in front of me. Now, if you don't already know, and I haven't done a video on this from the past, but I do currently own Arcadia Quest, the base expansion, the Beyond the Grave, and this was a Kickstarter that happened a year or two ago, and I got really excited and jumped on the train because I enjoyed this so much. I had to get the sequel to Arcadia Quest, and this is it. Arcadia Quest Inferno, and behind these boxes is myself, so I'm going to start tipping these down to kind of give you guys a good view of the items that you can that you get in this pledge. So if you happen to get the Kickstarter and you're waiting for it, or maybe you already have the Kickstarter in your hands already, this unboxing video will give you an idea of the exclusive content that you get, like something like the Poison Dragon, for instance. But it'll also give you an idea of what you get in the base game. So this unboxing video should be good for people that missed the Kickstarter but will still be kind of interested in what's going to be in the base game, but also give the people that are dying to see their pledge come to their doorstep an idea of what's inside. Or maybe what you need in order to complete your collection. So one way or the other, hopefully this is beneficial to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly kind of zoom in for you guys like I did in my previous unboxing for Gloomhaven that we did a couple days ago, and I'm just going to tilt this down because we're going to put the focus mainly on the games themselves. And what I'm going to do is, as I'm going through this and unboxing items, what I want to do is make sure that you guys kind of get the most out of this. So what we'll do, we'll start off by taking all the giant big boxes out of the way. We're going to open those last. There's a ton of them. Over here to the side, like so. Okay, so that's good. Now we'll start with small things like now these are some add-ons. So just so you guys are aware, this content right here on the table, which is like some tokens and things like this, these are just add-ons that I got really from the original Kickstarter for this stuff. So right here, if I'm looking at this correctly, I believe these are the tokens from the original Kickstarter. Blue, green, orange, and red. So essentially what I do is I bought these plastic tokens. Now in the regular base game, you get guild tokens that are flat and they're just squared. They're kind of rounded edges. They're square with rounded edges, but they're not all that exciting, and I kind of like to kind of add a little bit of spice to the game, make it look a little cooler, because who doesn't want to have like a little bit of bling, I guess, with the game that you like. So I guess this is considered bling, even though it's plastic and it's not reflective or shiny or anything. But it does kind of make the game pop a bit, and I think it makes it look cool. So what I'm going to do here is take out, I know you guys can't see this from that distance right there. You're probably thinking, thanks man, that's a really good unboxing. I don't know what I'm looking at. They look like Smarties on the table. But this essentially is, these would be the 4 from the original. So there you go. So you got yourself like a, you got yourself the 4 different guild tokens. Looks like a lion, a wolf, a panda, and a hawk, I think it is, with the other one. So yeah, those are your tokens to replace the plastic tokens, or sorry, the cardboard tokens that are in the game. So going along with that motion, during the Kickstarter for Arcadia Quest, you could also pick up some other new plastic items to pimp out your game. This is essentially the exact same as what I just showed you, but these ones are specific to the new, maybe what I'll do is I'll use this like a platform, seeing as it's high enough. We'll go like this, so you can see into some nice box art as well. There you go, you got like, hey, there's some hearts. I actually forgot about those. So these are pretty cool. I don't have, in the other game again, they're just regular tokens, but now I have some hearts. So that's pretty cool. You can, you know, you got a heart now to show damage, and that's always a plus. quite a few of them in that bag actually. And then in this bag is one of the guilds. Now I'm not too familiar with the new guilds yet, so I may get these wrong, but this looks like it's obviously a bird of some type. And so that's one of them there. Sorry for my very, very calloused hands. I went to the gym today and they don't look so good. This one here, oh, that's pretty cool. This one's a snake. That's pretty cool. If it can ever focus. It's trying so hard. There we go. It's like a snake of some type. Very cool. And then coins, money. Now, if you're familiar with the Mass More unboxing that I did, these came in the Mass More unboxing. So the cool thing is now, if I mix this with the other ones that I had in the other box, I think I have enough to have enough plastic coins to replace the cardboard ones. And then you've got two other ones. I think this is a dolphin, the blue one anyway. This is a dolphin, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, or some type of shark or something, but it looks like a dolphin to me. And then in the yellow, which one is this? Could be a cougar, could be a lion, could be something, a bear, I don't even know. Hard to tell, but once I open up the game, I'm sure I'll be able to pick that or be able to figure out what the heck those actually are. So that's that. So essentially what I did was I bought those, that was an add-on. Those were the guild tokens for this new Arcadia Quest Inferno pledge. So this is kind of the tokens that they throw in for that. So it's pretty cool. I thought it was worthwhile. So again, for this pledge, and then these ones right here were for the classic. So we'll kind of put them aside for now, because we're going to move into even more exciting content. Let's take a look at the guild bags. So, two different sets of bags. One for the original game, one for the new game. Very straightforward. What these are designed to do, from what I understand from told me or not, and actually from looking at these, they're actually pretty nicely made. It looks like it's screen printed on, so it looks pretty, yeah, it's bendable and stuff. I wouldn't recommend that you wash this, but I don't see why you'd want to, unless somebody's got really gross hands when they're playing the game. But the idea of this is that it's like a save bag. So when you're done with your guild, or you only get through 1 or 2 scenarios of the campaign, you can actually sit back, throw your cards inside this bag, and you just zip it up like so, and bam, you've got yourself a saved guild. So essentially the idea was, it is kind of like convenience. You certainly don't need these, and if you don't get them, or you didn't get them during the Kickstarter, don't spend outrageous amounts of money on this stuff. You could probably go to a store, buy these colored bags, and maybe even screen print them on yourself. Although it might be hard to find the art or find some way to get that done. But if you didn't get these, not the end of the world. Honestly, Ziploc bags also work. But in terms of the coolness factor of having all the different guild bags, I think it's pretty cool to be able to sit there and say, oh yeah, we can throw our, you know, content into a little bag. So that's pretty cool. And then of course we got the new ones. So maybe this will help me determine what the heck I'm looking at with those other tokens. So a shark, not a dolphin. So there you go. We got ourselves a snake. So I knew that one. They seem like they want to go over the edge. Oh, it's a crow. Oh, a little bit, what the heck? And crow and yeah, I guess a cheetah or something like that. I don't know what that is. It looks like a cheetah. I hope that I'm correct on that, because that would be embarrassing. But yeah, those are the 4 new guild icons or bags. So besides all the other boxes, the one other thing I went for, which I thought is, and this is again kind of a nice to have, not necessary, but essentially it's a plastic token pack. This plastic token pack will replace all the cardboard tokens that come in the original game, as well as Arcadia Quest Inferno, and this is not an exclusive for the Kickstarter. I don't know if the bags are off the top of my head. I can do a really quick check here, because I don't want to throw you guys off and tell you that you can get those anywhere. But I know for a fact these plastic tokens, which have different doors opening and closing, different sizes. You got the spawn tokens up the middle, portals, red portals to the left, blue to the right, and on the backs of these ones are all questions, of course, because they replace all the potential items that you could pick up throughout the campaign. So that's very cool. So again, like a nice to have, and you know, might as well crack this open actually while you guys are watching. So essentially just rip this guy open. I really don't care about keeping this in good condition, because it's going to end up in the box, buried, and never to be seen again. So this packaging means nothing to me. I don't mind being a little aggressive with it. there you go. But it is really cool because now you've got, besides the staples stabbing me in the hand, you've got some actual, oh, that's actually really nice. I like that. And they're raised even, so the doors actually are bumpy. Like you can feel the doors. So I don't know if you can see with the glossiness or not, but you can see that there's like a raised, see it there? It's like a raised edge. So it's actually not just a plastic token, but it actually has a little bit of depth to it, which is kind of nice. The portal ones, they don't have any, they're raised on the far edges, but nothing in the middle. And then these tokens here, they're raised in the middle, and they're also raised on the outside. So the emblem itself actually is raised off the token. You can see that there with the light. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. I mean, can't really complain about that, having some plastic tokens make the game look nice. Always a nice addition. I did do that with Zombicide. I went ahead, I think that's where it all started actually, was with the Zombicide games, which are hiding below here that I don't know if you guys can see or not, but back there down in the corner, there's a bunch of Zombicide games, and that's kind of, Black Flag is what caused me to go down the plastic token road, and it was pretty cool for the most part. So now what we're going to do is we're going to zoom this in just a little bit more, because I'm going to pick a box and we are going to jump into one of them here. I just don't know which one. So let's start with Inferno. We'll do last. We'll do all the kind of cool stuff at the beginning. Let's do the Poison Dragon first. So the Poison Dragon is one of 4 different dragons that you can get during this campaign. Or during the Kickstarter you could have got them. This one's exclusive though, so you're not going to find this in the retail stores, but you will find the other dragons. I think it's a Frost Dragon, Chaos Dragon, and a Fire Dragon. So you can find those in the retail outlets. But if you back this Kickstarter, you do get the Poison one as well. So if you didn't get the Kickstarter, then you're likely going to eBay or your friend's house to steal it. One of those options will likely suffice pretty well. But for me, one other thing I'll mention too is that I probably, and I kind of regret not doing this, probably should have got the dragons during the Kickstarter, because not only do you get them for relatively the same price you'll pay at retail, in Canada anyway, but you get an extra mini with it. So with this one, I don't think I get a mini, but with the Chaos, Fire, and Frost, you actually get an extra mini that comes along with a hero, is what I'm trying to say when I say mini. So there's the Frost Dragon. Box is off. First thing you'll see is a, and maybe it's hard to see the camera angle I've chosen, so let me just kind of make sure that that's in plain view, but you open it up and you've got yourself a rulebook. So rulebooks, you know, classic rulebook, glossy print, very nice, and classic Arcadia Quest style. Not going to make you guys read all this stuff, but it talks about how the actual dragon moves around the tiles and whatnot, and how it attacks. From my understanding in this game is that this is something that you can do cooperatively as well as against each other. I don't really know exactly how it works, but I will be finding out soon enough. Punch boards. Punch boards are fun. So we have like an egg here. Looks like it's rotten. It's got some kind of stinky smell, and that's because, well, it's called a Poison Dragon, so it's likely some type of toxic fume or poison that is going to infect you. You get 1 tile per dragon, so this tile is specific to the Poison Dragon, but it is double-sided. So you got like a regular Arcadia Quest area type style, and then you've got like the Inferno style, so it covers both games, I'm assuming. So you can have kind of excitement each. Oh, very cool. So this is a really cool mini. I don't know if you guys can see it, trapped in its icy plastic, but yeah, so essentially you take off the top here, top level of plastic, and let me try and put that back in here. And you got yourself some cards. So these cards here are like the, well, this just gives you an idea of the attack values and the special abilities of the dragon and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. It's kind of hard for it to focus because of it. It's a tarot size card. I've never been able to say that correctly. But Fantasy Flight has sleeves for it, and some other companies do as well. Here's some more cards. So an example, this one's called Minor Monster Spawn. Really sorry about the glare, because obviously these got some massive glare on the fact that we've got some light going on. So maybe what I'll do is I'll zoom this back out, and we'll see if that resolves itself. So like, it's a little better actually. So there you go. There's like the minor monster spawn and the dragon there. You get these mini cards. So here's like a Thunderstruck item that comes with it, and it's fairly thick, decent amount of mini cards. And I'm assuming there's lots more treasure cards, as well as a specific deck as to how the poison dragon behaves. And of course the mini. The mini actually has some weight. I don't know if you can tell just from me holding it here or not, but it's actually fairly thick. And it's actually, from what I understand, just a matter of clipping the wings in. Now the fun part being, I want to make sure I put these on the right side, but you just slip them in the back, like so, and I think they just click into place. So it's like that easy to assemble minis. So if you're talking about putting a mini together to enjoy the game, bam, there you go. You've got your mini. So it's not bad. He's a big guy. And he's green. So I mean, even if you're not going to paint it, I guess the cool thing about these ones is, like the Chaos one, for instance, is black. The Fire one's obviously red, and the Frost one's blue. So even if you're not going to paint them, thankfully, Kumanir is nice enough. Now I will try to paint these things at some point. At least they're nice enough, Kumanir, to actually make the color match what type of dragon it is. So instead of them just being like the heroes where they're just all grayscale or something like that. So anyway, here's all the content, and here is your new, whoops, I guess that comes off easy. But if you wanted to, you could actually, and again, like for people that are really, you know, if you want to be able to tear it down, put it in the box, this is good. But if you want, you could put super glue in here like any other miniature. There's a lot of people that are probably watch this that assemble minis from Kingdom Death Monster, Shadows of Brimstone, all those kind of games. Then you can just throw some super glue in there, and it'll never come out again, or shouldn't. So we'll take all this stuff to the side. Say that guy is finished. Finished unboxing him successfully, and we'll deal with that back in the box later. Okay, and next up is Whole Lot of Lava. So this was an expansion, and it's kind of like the Nameless campaign that came along with the very first original Arcadia Quest game. So we'll go ahead and we'll cut into this guy. And again, I really want to apologize for the beginning of the video because I think I zoomed in for a bit there, and it actually was making things fuzzy. So hopefully you guys didn't think that you were either losing your eyesight or something weird was going on. But now that we've zoomed out, it appears the camera is clear again. So Whole Lot of Lava, popping the lid off. Get yourself a rule book, same as the other one, actually very thin. So it just tells you probably how to handle the new figures in this, and it gives you one campaign, I think, or sorry, not one campaign, but one scenario. And I think this is like, I think when it says the third circle, if I remember correctly, that means it's an end game scenario that can be added in or maybe replaced from the base one. So that's pretty cool. You got yourself your objective cards. You got yourself some mini cards like Ignos Hammerhand. So it's a gigantic hammer. It's pretty cool. And you got your combat cards or your enemy cards that let you know kind of what you're fighting, and they're all specific to a level. At the bottom here it says level 1. And as you go through this deck, it can be different colors for the different levels, and because it scales based on how many scenarios in you are. And then of course the minis. So you got some really cool looking minis. So you got this big, gigantic magma looking guy made of molten rock. A couple of his little friends that look like kind of some kind of werewolf or a wolf. And then it looks like an angel, from what I can tell here. So very, very cool. I'll pop him out just to show you an example. So here he is. Big guy, pretty angry. He's an aggressive character. But yeah, very cool mini. So lots of detail. Like in terms of painting this thing, how deep the crevices are on this guy. It'll be really cool to actually put lava inside of there and kind of make him glow almost. It's probably going to be my aim anyway in terms of making them look nice. There's also some other minis in there, but I'm not going to go through them because, well, maybe we'll actually. You know what, that's what unboxing is all about. Let's grab the angel, because the angel actually looks really cool. Check her out, she looks pretty cool. She's got, her face is kind of hidden back there. It's having a hard time focusing. Yeah, it's having a little bit of a tough time focusing, but it's pretty much the back of her. Look, with lots of detail on these guys, so pretty happy. All right, so that's essentially a whole lot of lava, and then I guess there's one other guy I'll show you guys in case you want to pick this up on eBay or somewhere else because you missed the Kickstarter, or maybe you're expecting it in the mail. Hopefully you are. So there's that. Okay, so what we're going to do is kind of like the Gloomhaven unboxing. There's a lot of boxes to go through here. I thought I'd be able to get through this quicker than I did, but in order to make sure that I'm not just blasting through this unboxing and not giving you any ideas to what the content is, I'm going to actually stop the video here. I'm going to put the link right now that's going to show up on your left-hand side of your, or bottom left of your screen, and it's going to put you to the part 2 of this unboxing, where we're going to put our focus on these 2 boxes, which is the Hell of a box and the Inferno box. And that'll be part 2 of our unboxing. So if you are enjoying what you're seeing so far, then hopefully you'll come back to see what else is in store. So until next time, keep rolling solo.